Dog Mentality, 7 Keys to an Elite Basketball Mindset. Preface: the game of basketball is more than just a sport, it's a metaphor for life. It demands mental toughness and the ability to adapt under pressure. Those who excel on the court do so not just because of their talent, but because of the mindset they develop, a mindset that sets them apart from the rest. That mindset is what I call dog mentality. In this book, Dog Mentality, 7 Keys to an Elite Basketball Mindset, I aim to unpack the mental principles that drive the greatest players to achieve excellence. This is not just another guide filled with generic advice. It's a roadmap to developing the internal drive, unshakable confidence, and relentless determination needed to succeed both on and off the court. Whether you're a player aspiring to make your mark in high school, dreaming of a college scholarship, or eyeing a spot in the pros, the lessons here will resonate with you. What is dog mentality? It's more than hustle, it's more than confidence. It's the hunger that keeps you pushing when others would stop. It's the refusal to accept average. It's the belief that failures are stepping stones and challenges are opportunities to rise. This mindset isn't reserved for the naturally gifted or the lucky few. It can be cultivated by anyone willing to put in the work. I know this because I've seen it firsthand. From coaching middle schoolers to mentoring college and professional athletes, I've witnessed how the right mental approach can elevate a player's game and transform their lives. Throughout these pages, you'll find stories, insights, and practical strategies from basketball legends like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. You'll learn about the relentless work ethic, unshakable confidence, and clutch performance that define the best of the best. But this book isn't just about basketball. It's about becoming the best version of yourself through discipline, dedication, and mental resilience. As you embark on this journey, remember, greatness doesn't come from talent alone. It comes from the mindset you bring to the game and the work you're willing to put in. Whether you're taking your first steps on the court or mastering your craft at an elite level, dog mentality will help you unlock your full potential. Introduction to Foundational Definitions. Before you step onto the court, before you lace up your sneakers, and before the whistle blows, there's something even more crucial to prepare: your mind. Success in basketball and in life starts with a clear understanding of the principles that define greatness. These definitions are not just words, they're the foundation of an elite athlete's mindset, the compass that guides their actions, and the fuel that drives their relentless pursuit of excellence. Understanding these terms will help you build the mental framework needed to develop that dog mentality, the hunger, determination, and grit that separates the great from the good. These concepts shape how you approach the game, how you push through challenges, and how you elevate your performance. As you read through these definitions, don't just skim the words. Reflect on how each one applies to your journey. Ask yourself, what does discipline mean in my daily life? Do I possess the mental toughness to overcome adversity? How can I develop the confidence to take the game-winning shot? This section sets the tone for the rest of the book. By internalizing these principles, you'll begin to shift from playing the game to mastering it. Let's dive in. Definitions. Game, a physical or mental competition conducted according to rules with the participants in direct opposition to each other. Great. Basketball athletes often describe the game as a dynamic dance of physicality and strategy, where quick decision making, teamwork, and an understanding of space are crucial, with the ultimate goal of flawlessly executing plays to score points while preventing the opponent from doing the same, all while adapting to the flow of the game in real time. Essentially, a high pressure chess match played at a fast pace on the court. Mindset, a mental attitude or inclination, a fixed state of mind. Great basketball players often describe their mindset as a combination of intense focus, unwavering confidence, a growth mindset, relentless work ethic, and the ability to overcome adversity, essentially believing that hard work and dedication can always improve their skills even when facing challenges, and that they can control their performance regardless of external factors. Dog mentality and internal drive, confidence, and aggression that resides within certain people. These people go that extra mile to make a play. They are rarely full and always hungry. This is a mindset that involves believing in yourself, being determined, and refusing to lose or give up. It also refers to the idea that failures and losses are learning opportunities, and that challenges are chances to grow. Discipline, the ability to control your behavior and actions in pursuit of a goal, often requiring consistent effort and sacrifice. Elite athletes often describe discipline as doing what needs to be done, even when motivation is absent. It's about establishing habits, following a plan, and staying committed to the process regardless of how they feel in the moment. Resilience, capacity to recover quickly from difficulties or setbacks. Mental toughness, athletes who possess resilience can bounce back from losses, injuries, and challenges, maintaining their focus and determination. They view setbacks as temporary and approach them with a problem solving attitude rather than defeat. Focus, the ability to concentrate your attention and energy on a specific task or goal without distraction. Great. Athletes describe focus as being in the zone, a state of total immersion in the moment where their mind and body work in perfect harmony, allowing them to execute plays and decisions with precision. Work ethic, a commitment to hard work, effort, and dedication to achieve excellence. Athletes with a strong work ethic consistently show up early, stay late, and push themselves to improve. They understand that success is built in the hours of practice when no one is watching. Confidence, a belief in one's own abilities, often built through preparation and experience. That confidence allows athletes to perform under pressure, take risks, and trust their training. It's the inner voice that says, I've put in the work and I'm ready to succeed. Vision, the ability to see and understand the broader picture and anticipate what is needed for success. In basketball, vision isn't just about seeing the court, it's about anticipating plays, recognizing opportunities, and positioning yourself for success. Chapter 1, Relentless Work Ethic. Having a relentless work ethic means showing up every day ready to grind and get better. The days when you don't feel like getting up and hitting the gym but still go, that's what it means to be relentless. Relentless is the title given to anyone who refuses to stop until they achieve their desired results. It applies to those who mean business and don't stop until they get what they want. All elite athletes who have accomplished great things in youth sports, college athletics, and professional leagues have had a relentless work ethic at some point in their lives. Some may be gifted with height or natural athletic ability, but talent alone has never been enough for someone to be recognized as a dog. To become a dog, a person with an unshakable, determined mindset, you must refuse to give up and have a relentless work ethic. Many players and parents think having a work ethic simply means showing up for practice and working hard. Sure, that's a sign of dedication, but it doesn't equate to a relentless work ethic, and it's certainly not what defines a dog mentality. As someone with a dog mentality, and as a coach who has witnessed and trained players with that same grit, I can attest that showing up to practice, working hard, and dominating every day are signs of having some dog in you. But having some dog isn't the same as having the dog mentality. To check that box, an athlete must embrace the grind and outwork the competition daily. Outworking the competition requires more than just showing up for practice. Let me give you some real game. If you want to be known as someone with a relentless work ethic and a dog mentality, consider the following. Wake up early before school and run hills or a mile to condition your body and sharpen your mindset. Getting up early every day and grinding will lay a solid foundation for you to become an elite athlete, someone others will recognize as a dog. Next, show up to school early and work on your game. Having a relentless work ethic means going to bed on time so you can wake up early and make sure you're getting shots up before school. If you want to be an elite basketball player, not an average one, shooting is not optional. Running hills or miles can be scaled down to 3-5 days a week, but getting shots up should be a priority at least 5-6 days a week. If you're in middle school, you should make at least 200 shots a day before school. If you're in high school, you should aim for 300-500 shots a day. If you can't get to school early enough to make this happen due to life circumstances, figure out a way to get your shots in later in the day. If you don't, just know you're getting outworked. Over the summer, I met Kendrick Perkins at an AAU event. I asked him what he thought was the difference between basketball players in Alabama and players everywhere else. His answer? Nothing. He explained that if you know how to work, you'll be good no matter where you live. He went on to tell me about a sixth grader in his son's AAU program who shoots 2,500 shots a day. Yes, a 12-year-old shooting 2,500 shots daily. That's a lot for anyone, but it takes that level of dedication to be great. If a sixth grader can have this type of relentless work ethic, High schoolers who want to be elite or known as dogs have no excuse. Now that you know how many shots you need to take daily and the importance of waking up early for conditioning, let's talk about what else it takes to be relentless. You should lift weights and jump rope 4 or 5 days a week. If you want to be truly elite, incorporate Vertimax training or tire jumps. Zach Levine started using Vertimax in middle school, and the results speak for themselves. As for tire jumps, John Morant trained with them under his father's guidance, and now look at him. John Morant is a certified dog. You should follow the path that the greats have traveled because success always leaves clues. Take, for example, five-time NBA champion Kobe Bryant. He began lifting weights at just 17 years old when he entered the NBA directly from high school. To clarify, Kobe Bryant joined the NBA as a 17-year-old, skipping college altogether. Now, let's delve into his workout regimen. Kobe's weight training program consisted of proven workouts that focused on strengthening one muscle group at a time. Remarkably, Kobe shared his entire workout routine with those willing to do the research. He consistently lifted heavy weights, both during the NBA season and throughout the summer. Each lifting session lasted 90 minutes, during which he pushed himself to complete exhaustion, as Kobe Bryant explained. Whether we were in season or it was summer, I would lift for 90 minutes on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. When I say lift, I mean heavy, hard, can't feel your arms type of lift. After that, I would go into the gym and shoot. If a five-time NBA champion is willing to lift heavy weights year-round, it's worth considering his example. Clearly, Kobe possessed deep knowledge about what makes the great truly great. Importantly, he maintained this rigorous approach throughout his entire career. Kobe didn't simply build muscle and then stop after seeing results. He adhered to a disciplined plan to achieve his goal of being the greatest basketball player ever. Kobe articulated his philosophy as follows. Over the years, my routine might have changed some, but my philosophy never did. If something has worked for other greats before you, and if something is working for you, why change it up and embrace some new fad? Stick with what works, even if it's unpopular. Kobe Bryant's message aligns with my own. Follow the path of those who have already achieved success. If you're uncertain about how to proceed, look to those who have mastered the journey. Emulate the pros and you'll set yourself up for greatness. Let's continue by examining the work ethic of champions. Earlier in this chapter, I mentioned the importance of starting your workouts early in the morning. However, I did not fully explain why this is crucial. Beginning early provides the opportunity for multiple workouts in a single day. By completing a session before school, you're already ahead of most athletes. However, if that morning workout is the only one you complete, you may ultimately achieve no more than others who work out later in the day. Consider this. If you work out at 5 a.m. and another athlete trains at 6 p.m., both of you will have logged one session. The difference lies in the potential to do more. By starting earlier, you create time for additional workouts, giving you an edge over your competition. For confirmation, let's turn to Kobe Bryant's insights. I always felt like if I started my day early, I could train more each day. If I started at 11, I'd get in a few hours, rest for 4 hours, and then get back to the gym around 5 to 7. But if I started at 5 a.m. and went until 7, I could go again from 11 until 2 and 6 until 8. By starting earlier, I set myself up for an extra workout each day. Over the course of a summer, that's a lot of extra hours in the gym. Kobe's approach underscores the value of maximizing time and effort. By starting your day early and prioritizing disciplined training, you can accumulate significant extra hours of practice, key to achieving elite level performance. Having this type of a relentless work ethic isn't easy, and applying this knowledge will be even harder. It takes discipline to get up every day and outwork others. You'll need to write down your goals so you can see them clearly and stay motivated. Accountability is key, whether it's a parent, coach, friend, or even this book. Find someone or something to hold you responsible. Don't let distractions or naysayers pull you away from your goals. Some people won't understand your grind, and that's okay. Your work ethic should be so extraordinary that the average player can't comprehend it. Only the elite will understand the level of greatness you're striving for. Make a commitment to yourself to apply what you've just read. Dedicate yourself to the grind, and you'll be known as one of those rare athletes with the dog mentality. There is no such thing as a clutch gene, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Michael Jordan. Being clutch means showing up when the game is on the line. It means delivering when everyone is depending on you to make a breakthrough. If this breakthrough doesn't happen soon enough, those involved are often deemed failures. Some believe that players are born with a clutch gene, something innate that makes them different from the competition. While there may be some truth in the idea of natural gifts, the reality is that physical traits alone do not make someone clutch. We are all blessed with God given abilities that make us unique, but not everyone possesses the will, resilience, and work ethic to thrive under pressure. The difference between those who rise to the occasion and those who falter is not found in their DNA, but in their preparation and mindset. Is the clutch gene part of our genetic code? To explore whether being clutch is truly embedded in our DNA, we need to understand the concepts of a gene and what it means to be clutch. According to Oxford's dictionary, a gene is a unit of heredity that is transferred from a parent to offspring and is held to determine some characteristic of the offspring. In simple terms, a gene is a trait we inherit from our parents at birth. Genes determine physical and some behavioral characteristics, but they are not the sole determinant of greatness or the ability to thrive under pressure. The term clutch, on the other hand, refers to seizing a moment and performing exceptionally well under stress. We are all designed to either function or malfunction under pressure, depending on our preparation and mindset. Psychologist Tim Woodman explains this dynamic. When people are low in cognitive anxiety or low in worry, the difference between their best performance and their worst performance is not very big. But if you put them in a very high worry situation, like the Olympic Games, their best performance is significantly better and their worst performance is significantly worse. When you're under high stress, you either perform very well or very badly. So what determines whether we rise to the occasion? The answer lies in our dedication, preparation, and resilience. Resilience through struggle. Athletes who train in intense, high-pressure environments are often better equipped to perform under stress. For instance, players who grow up in underprivileged neighborhoods often excel on the road because they are accustomed to hostile environments. The struggle for them is not the game, it's life itself. I know this firsthand. Growing up playing in poverty-stricken environments shaped me into a tougher person and athlete. The pressure that came with sports was nerve-wracking, but the hardships I have faced made me more prepared for clutch situations. I call it the beautiful struggle. Keys to action. To be clutch, you must dedicate yourself to relentless practice and purposeful development of your craft. This principle applies to any field, not just sports. Mastery requires daily intentional effort. There's an old saying, practice makes perfect. However, I believe the truth is perfect practice makes permanent. You cannot shoot 200 shots incorrectly, then shoot 50 with the right technique, and expect to perform at a high level. To be clutch, you must cultivate perfect practice habits and routines. Your routine is the foundation of your success. Perfecting your form and technique builds muscle memory which stays with you in every game and every situation. This muscle memory becomes a habit, a permanent skill that feels as natural as any genetic trait. When you practice with excellence, being clutch becomes second nature. The confidence you've built through preparation will allow you to make incredible plays under pressure. The so-called clutch gene is not something you're born with. It's something you create through consistent, disciplined effort. In the words of legendary coach Vince Lombardi, the only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. So push past your limits, go harder on every rep, and trust the process. When you commit to relentless preparation, you unlock your ability to shine in the moments that matter most. Chapter 2, Unshakable Confidence. When you set out to build self-confidence in life and in the game of basketball, you must start with an understanding of who God has created you to be. I don't want to get super spiritual in this book, but the Holy Quran says, we created humans in the best form, and the Holy Bible affirms, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female he created them. What this means for you as someone striving to become an elite athlete is that you are the greatest creation of God. This knowledge should stir up confidence within you. Now that you understand what the holy books and scriptures say about who you are, let's discuss unshakable confidence from the perspective of some of the greatest basketball players of all time. Kobe Bryant once said, "If you're afraid to fail, then you're probably going to fail." What Kobe is emphasizing here is that without self belief, failure becomes inevitable. Building self belief fuels your performance on the court. This self belief starts with knowing your divine design and is strengthened by having a relentless work ethic. Kobe also said confidence comes from preparation. This quote perfectly aligns with chapter 1 of this book, Relentless Work Ethic. When an athlete spends extra time in the gym, coupled with conditioning, confidence naturally follows. Unshakable confidence is born from those countless hours in the gym when no one is watching. That dog mentality, that unshakable confidence, comes from knowing you are not asking yourself to do anything during a game that you haven't already mastered in practice. Because of this, the time you spend practicing should always be harder than the actual game. Proper preparation eliminates poor performance. Let me say it again. Proper preparation eliminates poor performance. When you prepare with relentless effort, you'll have all the swag and unshakable confidence you need to perform at the highest level. Let's take a look at arguably the greatest NBA player of all time, Michael Jordan, and his view on unshakable confidence and self belief. Jordan once said, "Those guys, when it gets stripped down, don't believe in themselves. They aren't sure they can hit the big shot, so they can't." It's a self fulfilling prophecy. Jordan is teaching us the power of thought and self belief. The person who thinks they can and the person who thinks they can't are both right. In basketball, if you believe you're capable of making the big shot, you probably will. If you don't, it's likely because deep down, you know you cheated during practice or workouts. The 6-time NBA champion wasn't anything close to fearful. He shared another gem about the unseen hours spent mastering the fundamentals and working on his game. He said, "If you have doubt or concern about a shot or feel the pressure of that shot, it's because you haven't practiced it enough. The only way to relieve that pressure is to build your fundamentals, practice them over and over, so when the game breaks down, you can handle anything that transpires." When you make statements like this, everyone knows you have that dog mentality. To be in the best position to hit the big shot, you need proper preparation combined with relentless work ethic. Always go the extra mile in the gym. If the coach says to run 2 laps, you run 5. By taking this initiative, you send signals to yourself that you are a confident leader, willing to do whatever it takes to be great. You are committing to winning, not seeing losses as failures, but as lessons. You are embodying the dog mentality of an elite athlete. Stay consistent, and you'll put yourself in a position to make millions of dollars, change your family's life, and be mentioned among the greats like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. The spirit of confidence, true confidence, begins with a belief in a higher power and a deep understanding of your purpose. To truly embody confidence, one must have an unwavering belief in a higher power. The spirit of confidence stems from the knowledge that we were created to serve the world in some unique capacity. This belief that we are destined to contribute something meaningful in our field of expertise forms the foundation of true confidence. Confidence is the certainty that something positive will happen, and it is rooted in two powers instilled in us by the Creator at birth: willpower and individual talent. Willpower is one of the most potent tools humans possess, second only to the ability to think. This inner strength drives us to persevere, even in the face of challenges. Talent, on the other hand, is a gift that sets us apart and creates opportunities for us to make an impact. When we combine willpower with our talents, we are equipped to serve, uplift, and inspire others. Without spiritual confidence, faith in something greater than ourselves, it's difficult to harness these powers effectively. In Eastern culture, doubt is often considered the enemy of self-discovery. Without self-discovery, our purpose remains unknown and our true potential stays hidden. Mark Twain captured this beautifully. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Your purpose was predestined at birth, but uncovering it requires introspection and guidance. Discovering your calling often begins with observing your inclinations. It might stem from a strong desire, an innovative idea, or even a frustration with seeing something done poorly. As the saying goes, whatever you don't like seeing done badly is often what you are most passionate about. Passion drives purpose, And when you find something you willingly do for free, it's no longer just a job, it becomes your life's ministry. This discovery brings clarity and activates your willpower, sparking confidence and keeping you focused even during adversity. Confidence requires courage, and courage grows through action. For example, have you ever been put on the spot with a difficult question, unsure of the answer, but then suddenly found the courage to respond correctly? That moment builds confidence, not just in your knowledge, but in your ability to act despite uncertainty. Confidence on the court. In basketball, confidence is a cornerstone of success. A confident shooter trusts their form and technique, knowing it will hold up under pressure. Confidence grows through repetition and preparation, spilling over into high stakes situations. Steph Curry once said, "If you don't fall in love with the work, you'll never love the results." Confidence is built during unseen hours in the gym, perfecting your craft when no one is watching. A true test of confidence is resilience. Can you keep shooting after missing the last 10 shots? A self confident player wants the ball in their hands in the final moments, willing to risk failure for the chance to win. As Kobe Bryant once said, "I'd rather go 0 for 30 than 0 for 9, because if I stop shooting, that means I've lost confidence." Confidence comes with accepting responsibility for the outcome, win or lose, overcoming fear. Fear is a natural emotion, but it doesn't define us. We were not created to live in fear, but to dominate it. Fear, at its core, is an illusion, a mental construct that limits our belief in ourselves. Cus D'Amato, the legendary boxing trainer, said it best: "The hero and the coward feel the same fear, but the hero confronts it and turns it into fire." Fear can either paralyze us or propel us. Michael Jordan exemplified this when he channeled the pain of his father's death into motivation. Winning 6 championships and cementing his legacy as one of the greatest athletes of all time. When you face fear, embrace it as an opportunity to achieve greatness. Confidence and leadership. Confidence extends beyond the court into every aspect of life, including leadership. A confident leader inspires trust and motivates others to follow. Without confidence, even the most skilled leader struggles to influence others. As LeBron James said, leadership isn't given, it's earned, and it starts with confidence in yourself. Confidence differentiates great leaders from average ones. The dog mentality. Confidence is the heartbeat of the dog mentality. It's the relentless drive to excel no matter the odds. Whether it's hitting the game-winning shot, leading a team, or stepping into a new challenge, the spirit of confidence allows you to act with courage and decisiveness. It's about knowing you're prepared, trusting your abilities, and refusing to back down. Confidence isn't just a skill, it's a lifestyle. When you embody the dog mentality, you play not just to win, but to dominate. You become the athlete who transforms fear into fuel, setbacks into comebacks, and opportunities into legacy. Confidence built on preparation and faith makes you unstoppable. Message to the dogs and coaches. When you have a player or players with talent and unshakable confidence, you have to let them rock out. By rock out, I mean let them be free on the court. Gilbert Arenas, a standout guard in the NBA, once asked the question, what's scarier, a pit bull on a leash or a pit bull walking by himself? What he was conveying is that a player who has a leash on him is way less dangerous than a player who has freedom. As a coach, you have to recognize when you have a highly talented player and give them the freedom to be the dog they are. When you snatch them out of game for attempting a shot that you think is wild, you are putting a leash around their neck and killing their confidence. Instead, you should let your dogs go and be elite. Their mistakes will be minimal compared to what you'll gain by letting them be themselves. This is an opportunity for you to see how tough and how confident you really are. If you have supreme confidence in that dog mentality, you will overcome the coaching staff and still produce the results of an elite athlete. Players dealing with coaches. If you know the work you've put in, don't let a coach take your confidence. Your preparation is the foundation for your elite mindset. Always be confident in your abilities. If you happen to have a coach who is a micromanager, then you should remain coachable. Don't argue with him or shut down. You should ask for a private meeting with your coaches and explain your side. Coaches don't want to lose. So if you can show and prove how much work you've put in, he should have no problem adjusting his coaching style for you. After all, you will be the reason why he wins more games. In conclusion, the relationship between players and coaches is crucial for success. Embrace your talent, Maintain your confidence and communicate openly with your coaches. Remember, the freedom to express your abilities, combined with a strong work ethic and the right mindset, will not only help you thrive as an athlete, but will also contribute to the success of the entire team. Together with your coaches, you can create an environment where everyone can shine and achieve greatness. Chapter 3: Fearless Competitiveness. Channel your inner drive to compete fiercely in every game and practice. If you want to make your school basketball team, you need the quality of fearless competitiveness. You must be ready to compete in every workout, every game, and every practice. In workouts, you should go hard on every rep. Push yourself to the point of being uncomfortable. You should only slow down when you or your trainer decides it's time to work on a move that requires a change of pace. Other than that, every rep in your workout should leave you emptying the tank. Emptying the tank means your shirt is dripping with sweat and you've given everything you got. By doing this, you're competing with yourself, challenging yourself to be better than you were yesterday. You must bring this same level of intensity to practice. Be the first in line for every drill, and you'll start to set yourself apart from all the other players on the court. You should be the one setting the tone in practice. To set the tone, you need to bring energy, effort, and a competitive will. Be the first to start drills, strive to win in every drill, and push your teammates to be better. Essentially, think about how a champion practices and become that. The next place you must compete is in games. The work you put in during training sessions and practices will allow you to compete at a high level when it's game time. Go hard on every play, and you'll start to be known as one of those relentless players. By playing hard, people will recognize you as someone with a motor, and you'll earn the right to be called a dog. That dog mentality will shine through if you follow all the principles outlined here. To be this type of competitor, you'll need to learn how to channel your inner drive. You must find something that pushes you and keeps you going even on tough days. You need to understand your why. Your why is the reason you play basketball. It's the motivation that gets you out of bed when your body aches and you don't feel like practicing. For example, in high school, my why was my brother. He was handicapped and never had the opportunity to play competitive sports. He inspired me to show up every day and go twice as hard because I wasn't just playing for myself, I was playing for him too. When you find something or someone to play for, it'll make it nearly impossible for you to give up. It'll make you relentless. While everyone else is playing for fun or just to say they did, you'll stand out because you're playing for a noble cause. It's bigger than you. However, through your relentless efforts, everyone around you will be blessed. Remember, they are paying high school and college athletes now who can compete at a high level. Make the decision to be that level of player. Dunking sends a message. When you dunk the ball, it sends a powerful message to the defense. It shows your mentality and lets your opponent know you're standing on business. A dunk is more than just 2 points, it's a statement. Anytime you dunk in a game, trust me, your opponents will feel some level of humiliation. It asserts dominance and can shake their confidence. Dunking also creates an electric vibe with your teammates. It gets them fired up, energizes the bench, and solidifies the team's momentum. In short, a dunk inspires and impacts everyone who witnesses it, from your teammates to the fans in the stands. That said, you don't want to be one of those reckless dunkers who blindly attack the rim on every possession. That approach will only get you injured or earn you a quick spot on the bench. Instead, you need to be a calculated dunker who studies your opponent's tendencies, know whether they like to block shots, and understand what they're willing to do to prevent you from dunking. Are they aggressive shot blockers or do they shy away from contact? Recognizing these patterns will give you the edge to attack smartly and effectively. After all, you want to be the one delivering the punishment, not the one getting punished. Be a lion. Lions have a natural instinct to lead, protect, and constantly pursue. The lion moves with laser-sharp focus. They are hunters of large prey, just as humans can be hunters of lofty dreams. The lion has an expectation of a pleasing result before it attacks any of its appetizing goals. Those goals are accomplished due to a willingness to destroy doubt and act competently. The lion brings this nature into all its battles. It plays for keeps, with an aggressive mindset that we all should adopt. The lion's mindset doesn't allow for laziness. It wakes up and hunts, never considering the possibility of being hunted. The thought of failure never crosses its mind. Why does the lion act this way? It's not because it is the largest animal in the wild, or because it can articulate and think more clearly than any other animal. It is because of what is built into its DNA and how it was designed to function. The first chance the lion gets to eliminate its prey, it does just that. Why is the lion so often illustrated in this manner? The lion is the only animal God compared himself to. Consider Hosea 11:10. They will walk after the Lord. He will roar like a lion. Indeed, he will roar, and his sons will come trembling from the west. This illustrates how we should conduct ourselves in competition. We should be like the lion, eliminating the opposition completely. Act like the lion, lead with action, not argument. Be a lion and don't give the opposition a chance to recover. Simply put, don't show fear when facing conflict. Let fear drive your preparation, whether in sports, at work, in class, or in life. Keys to action. All great players understand the importance of crushing the opposition. Crush the enemy is a tactic introduced by Sun Tzu in The Art of War. The thought process is simple. The surest way to defeat your opposition is to go on the offensive, knowing that they are always looking for opportunities to eliminate us. It's eat or be eaten. The only way to eliminate any chance of defeat is to live in attack mode. When obstacles arise in life, we shouldn't sit back and wait. Instead, we should attack the problem and take the losses as they come. Don't mistake me for being negative when I say to take losses as they come. 90% of the world views losses as a bad thing, but they are truly blessings. Always being on the winning side can halt growth and lead us to believe we have everything figured out, which is rarely the case. The moment you stop learning is the moment you lose your edge. Therefore, it's essential to remain focused and continue learning from our misfortunes. Those misfortunes are tools to teach us how to crush the opposition. Knowing what not to do is just as crucial as knowing what to do. Kobe Bryant once said, "When it came to basketball, I had no fear. If I wanted to implement something new into my game, I'd see it and try incorporating it immediately. I wasn't scared of missing, looking bad, or being embarrassed because I always kept the long game in my mind. The end result was always my focus. I knew I had to try something to master it. And once I did, it became another tool in my arsenal. Missing shots or working hard was just the price I was willing to pay." He continued, "From the beginning, I wanted to be the best. I had an insatiable desire to improve, driven purely by my internal fire. I didn't need external motivation. I had a constant craving to dominate. My mindset was simple. I'm going to figure you out." Whether it was Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, or if I were playing today, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, or Steph Curry, my goal was to solve the puzzle they presented. The willingness to do more than anyone else was what made it fun for me. If we don't compete all the way to the end, we risk missing the chance to capitalize on the opportunity to be elite. Your mindset should always be to dominate. The way you dominate will depend on your opponent. Against a slower opponent, you'll need to rely on your speed. Against a smarter opponent, you may have to pick your spots more carefully. Regardless of who you're up against, keep the image of yourself dominating in your mind. This mentality is about more than just winning in basketball. It's about building a kind of mindset that prepares you for success in every area of your life. Approach every challenge with the same drive and commitment. Remember, every time you step onto the court or into life's battles, you're not just proving your skills, you're shaping your character. Push yourself to go beyond your limits and be relentless in the pursuit of greatness. Chapter 4. Resilience in Adversity. The quicker you experience adversity, the better. Adversity builds character. Again, adversity builds character. Many athletes are extremely talented and are given everything. Little do they know their talent can become their weakness. Talent may get you into high-level rooms, but character is what keeps you in those rooms. And character is built through times of adversity. What I mean by adversity is experiencing a difficult situation, whether on the court or in life. Adversity will either make or break you. You'll either give up or you'll fight harder. The good news is that when you make it through adversity, you'll come out stronger. You'll become more resilient in the face of any situation. Have you ever wondered why so many athletes from poverty or rough neighborhoods make it in sports? It's because adversity made them resilient. In fact, their tough environments helped them maintain focus under pressure. When a kid from a tough neighborhood has to worry about whether the lights will be on at home, chasing a rebound on the basketball court becomes an easy task. When a kid has to fight just to make it to practice because their parents can't afford a car to get them back and forth, that kid is more likely to appreciate opportunities and remain focused on basketball. However, being raised in a tough neighborhood doesn't guarantee success, just as having a silver spoon doesn't guarantee that a player won't have a dog mentality. This truth is why facing adversity early in life is so important for athletes who want to be elite. Honestly, adversity is what creates dogs. Just like pressure creates diamonds and fire forges swords, adversity shapes an athlete's elite dog mentality. We grow by facing challenges. Adversity helps us become more resilient players and teaches us how to recover from setbacks while staying focused under pressure. By pushing ourselves in practice and setting challenges, we can create our own forms of adversity. This self created adversity is about finding ways to improve and is just as beneficial as dealing with tough circumstances. In fact, generating your own challenges through a strong work ethic can be even healthier. This way, you don't have to stress about basic life needs, yet you can still learn from adversity, enhancing your ability to stay focused when it matters most. Tough circumstances. Long as we live, we will experience trials and tribulations. These trials will come in many forms and wear many masks. While we cannot control the form in which trials appear, we can control how we respond to them. It is our response to the circumstance that determines whether it becomes a positive or negative force in our life. If we approach adversity with the mindset that we will learn from it, we will continue to grow. If, however, we adopt a victim mentality, we risk failure at the very onset of adversity. My point is this: tough circumstances arise to teach us lessons that foster growth. These lessons are not always pleasant, but they are necessary for personal development. Sometimes we are tested to reveal our inner strength. These tests measure our faith in God and our dedication to the problems we were uniquely created to solve. Trials are meant to strengthen us. How? By providing knowledge and resilience. Each challenge equips us with wisdom and the power to navigate future obstacles. Some forms of adversity are more difficult than others, but if we persevere and compete throughout the process, there is a promise. We will be strengthened and better prepared for the next challenge. Life is a constant cycle. At any given moment, we are either coming out of a storm, heading into one, or learning from one. This reality highlights the importance of resilience in adversity. Keys to action: no matter how bleak things may appear, always compete and play to the end. Struggle is a necessary teacher. During tough times when it feels like you're falling behind, shift your perspective. Instead of focusing on the difficulty, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I grow through this experience? Take inspiration from Kevin Garnett and the 2008 Celtics. KG famously said, anything is possible. That mindset reflects unshakable determination. No matter how things look now, adopt the attitude that in the end you will win. When we change our perspective about adversity, we change how we feel about it. That shift in mindset leads to better reactions and ultimately better outcomes. Remember, be patient and always seek out the lesson within your adversity. Growth comes from learning, and learning comes from showing resilience in adversity. Here's the truth to hold on to during difficult times: the gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. This means the pressure you face today is shaping you for tomorrow. Your current struggles are refining your character, sharpening your abilities, and deepening your faith. And finally, know this: adversity is not an enemy, it's a trainer. Every trial, every hardship, every storm is building you into the person you're meant to become. So stand firm, endure the tough circumstances, and trust that God is equipping you for greatness. Never fold. Some people spend their whole lives trying to figure out how to manage adversity and reach their goals. That's fine if you're okay with being frustrated by life's ups and downs. But if you want to be an elite athlete, there's one rule you must live by: never fold, always function. The concept of fold or function is simple. Imagine you're running a mile in the off season with your teammates. On the way to the finish line, you trip and fall. What do? Do you stay on the ground and give up? Of course not. You bounce up and finish the run. Staying down is the mindset of someone weak and it achieves nothing. But here's the thing: athletes do this all the time. They make progress toward their goals, hit a challenge, and then just stop. They fold. To become elite, you have to do the opposite. You function. You keep moving. This mindset allows you to grow stronger mentally and sharper in your skills. Otherwise, what's the point of all the work you've already put in? Fold or function is more than just a concept, it's a principle that builds character. Life, like basketball, is full of highs and lows, problems and obstacles. To solve those problems, you have to stay steady and never fold. Function. Functioning means more than just getting by. Always looking for the easy way out or shortcuts to achieve your goals is a sign of a weak mind. You must be willing to go through hell to reach heaven. Playing it safe or moving out of fear will hold you back because it keeps you from fully committing. And without full commitment, success is nearly impossible. To truly function, you have to stay grounded and consistent in the game. Falling weak doesn't come from making mistakes. We all make mistakes. Falling weak happens when you don't bounce back from those mistakes. Let me make it clear. If you're not willing to shake off setbacks and keep moving, you're giving up. Build your mindset and stop chasing shortcuts or quick fixes. That's not strength. It's whining, complaining, and quitting. Winners don't take shortcuts, and winners don't whine. Be a winner, not a whiner. If you are functioning, your game will grow along with your mentality. Functioning is nothing but persistence. You don't accept any reason to stop. Despite the hardships, adversity, rejections, and losses, you never fold. You stay persistent and focused. You will always use your willpower to overcome all the challenges that arise in your path. By doing this, your game will expand. Chapter 5, Supreme Focus. Supreme focus will create a just do it mentality in you. This means that no matter how you feel, whether you're motivated or not, you will get the work done. Your daily preparation is not optional. If you want to play at the highest level and become the dog you aspire to be, you have to adopt a no excuses mindset. Just show up and do the work. The late nights and early mornings will be taxing on your body. With the requirement of putting in countless hours, you need to make sure you're stretching, getting proper rest, and maintaining good nutrition. These are all essential parts of your recovery. The time spent grinding and putting in the work can cause many players to slow down or chill to conserve their energy. However, you should see it differently. View all this hard work as preparation for your date with destiny. Your destiny is to become the elite dog we're describing right now. The development of an elite mindset comes with a cost. To cultivate the dog mentality, you have to be willing to sell your distractions in order to acquire supreme focus. As an athlete who wants to be the best at his craft, you must be willing to sell, trade, and throw away all distractions that keep you trapped in a cycle of average. Those distractions include social media, television, regrets, toxic relationships, unproductive conversations, video games, and most importantly, negative thinking. Social media has become a big part of most of our lives. While social media isn't 100% bad, it is a major distraction for high achievers. How often have you woken up in the morning and went straight to Instagram or TikTok? How often have you made a quick post or wanted to check out somebody's page only to end up scrolling for an hour? On top of that, social media has a way of making us feel bad about ourselves. It leads us to compare ourselves to others, which robs us of our joy. If you're aware, it can make you want to put down the phone and do something productive. If you are really aware, social media will make you want to close the app and use your smartphone to improve your basketball knowledge. Television is similar to social media in that it is a major part of our lives. Television keeps many people distracted and often is the reason behind their day-to-day routines. Television is a form of programming. Some even go as far as breaking down the word television as tell-lie vision, meaning a program that lies to your vision. When you spend time with the programming, you are not investing in your own vision. All you're doing is watching the fruits of someone else's vision. Regret show. Often do you find yourself looking back with regret? Do you ever wish you had made a major decision differently? Or maybe it's something simple, like wishing you had played basketball in middle school. Regardless of how severe, wasting time dwelling on the past won't help you move forward. Toxic relationships, there is almost nothing more distracting than being involved in a toxic relationship. When you spend time with toxic people, they push you further away from your goals and vision. These people keep you in a negative mood with no growth potential. Toxic relationships can be romantic as well. If you are an athlete, you really don't have time for a romantic relationship unless that person understands and respects your goals. If they don't understand what you are striving to accomplish, you'll find it difficult to become the elite athlete you want to be. If you're involved in a one sided toxic relationship, consider cutting ties so you can focus fully on your goals. Unproductive conversations are another one of those distractions that keep athletes trapped in the cycle of mediocrity. There are those who watch things happen, those who talk about things happening, and those who make things happen. When you're around people who just want to gossip or talk about the latest rap video, you are wasting valuable time. These conversations are unproductive because they lack direction. They may be fun and lighthearted, but when you spend too much time in conversations that are not aligned with your future, you are falling short of your target to become an elite athlete with a dog mentality. Start today by becoming more aware of the conversations you are involved in. If they are mostly unproductive, make the choice to take your time back and do something productive instead. Video game as a teenager, young adult, or athlete in general, you need to be aware of your video game usage. Many people fall victim to video game addiction. This addiction is the ultimate time waster. Playing video games does little for your growth and development as a person or as an elite athlete. The only thing video games may do is keep your competitive spirit sharp. Outside of that, they are a major distraction. The hours you spend on video games could be spent in the gym, working on your basketball skills. Negative thinking might be the most toxic distraction of all. When you engage in negative thinking, you are wasting both time and energy. Negative thinking distracts you from the positive things happening in your life. If you catch yourself constantly thinking negatively, you need to find a way to change that. Now that we've addressed these distractions, we can turn our attention to supreme focus. As an elite athlete, your focus should be on ways to improve. Many times in our youth, we don't truly understand where we stand as athletes. That's why it's important to have positive conversations with the right people who can give you the right knowledge you need to become your elite self. You need someone with an elite basketball mind to tell you what to focus on as a player. By reading this book, you're gaining a lot of the knowledge you need to be elite right now. Once you gain awareness of yourself and begin improving with a relentless work ethic, you'll need to develop the ability to analyze the game and make smart decisions quickly. This includes studying the game of basketball. All the greats in the sport study film to improve their performance. By studying film, you can start to predict plays before they happen in real time. For example, you might watch film and notice that a player takes two dribbles with his right hand before crossing over to go left. By anticipating this move, you can get a steal and capitalize on the player's tendencies. Just by preparing properly, you become more elite. Being able to analyze the game and make smart decisions quickly is a major component of being a dog. A strong dog that doesn't understand commands is good for nothing. Similarly, an athlete with a strong physical frame who can't analyze the defense and make smart decisions quickly will be unproductive. To become that elite ball player, you will need to eliminate distractions and incorporate supreme focus into your game. As Michael Jordan famously said, the game is won or lost in the mind. The more you learn to control your focus and think strategically, the closer you get to mastering your craft. Develop your focus, study the game, and take action accordingly. Your future self will thank you for the work you put in today. Chapter 6: Leadership by Example. Inspire teammates through your actions, attitude, and work ethic. Leadership in basketball is not just about skills or stats, it's about influence, character, and the example you set for others. As a leader, you must be willing to challenge people and make them feel uncomfortable at times. The way you challenge each person should be tailored specifically to them. To effectively push your teammates and help them become their best selves, you must be intentional about learning who they are. Once you figure out what motivates or inspires them, you can press the right buttons at the right time to unlock their potential. There are three distinct levels of leadership that an athlete can aspire to: position, production, and pinnacle. Each level represents a deeper understanding of what it takes to lead effectively. Progressing through these levels requires self-discipline, a strong work ethic, and an unyielding commitment to personal and team growth. Level 1: Position. At this foundational level, Leadership stems from a title or role. This is where most athletes begin. You may be the team captain, the star player, or simply someone others look up to because of your position. However, this level is superficial. Leadership at level 1 relies on external factors like popularity or status, not genuine influence. People follow you because they feel they have to, not because they are inspired by your actions or values. While this level may lack depth, it is an important starting point. Use this phase to cultivate self discipline and resilient work ethic. Learn to lead yourself before you attempt to lead others. As Proverbs 16:32 reminds us, better to be patient than powerful, better to have self control than to conquer a city. This wisdom highlights that leadership begins within. Level 2, production. Level 2 leadership is where results take center stage. At this stage, leaders build credibility by consistently performing, motivating others to do the same. Production leaders inspire through action and results. They raise the standard, foster improvement in practices, and ensure that the team achieves its goals. This level is transformative because it demonstrates what's possible when everyone works together. A productive leader doesn't just talk, they act. Their example sets a tone for the entire team. This aligns with the truth that faith without works is dead. James 2:26. At level 2, athletes begin to experience the joy of collaborative success, a precursor to the highest level of leadership. Level 3, pinnacle. The pinnacle is the apex of leadership. Reaching this level requires consistency, intentionality, and a willingness to invest in others for the long term. Pinnacle leaders create legacies by inspiring others not only to follow, but to lead in their own right. Their leadership transcends their position and becomes synonymous with their character and influence. A level 3 leader doesn't just build teams, they build other leaders. They create opportunities and environments that elevate everyone involved. Pinnacle leaders embody the concept of servant leadership, putting the needs of others above their own to inspire greatness. As Matthew 23:11 says, "The greatest among you will be your servant." Becoming the leader others follow. Leadership by example begins with knowing and being true to yourself. We are all unique, created in the image of God with unlimited potential. The fingerprints on your hands are a testament to your individuality and divine purpose. To lead effectively, you must embrace your higher self, the part of you connected to the Creator, capable of achieving the extraordinary. When Steph Curry made 77 consecutive three-point shots in practice, he wasn't just showcasing skill, he was demonstrating a connection to his higher self. You could see it in his confidence, his calmness, and his unwavering focus. That moment serves as a reminder the most impactful leaders operate in the present moment, fully attuned to their purpose and potential. Visualization is a tool every athlete should master. By imagining success, you slow the game down, sharpen your focus, and prepare your mind to handle pressure. Leadership requires that same clarity and confidence, knowing that your preparation has equipped you for whatever challenges arise. Keys to action. Meditate on your purpose. Spend time reflecting on the leader you want to be. Align your actions with your values and focus on your mission. Practice with intention. Perfect practice creates permanent habits. Every drill, rep, and shot should reflect the standards you want to uphold. Invest in others. Help your teammates develop their skills, confidence, and leadership potential. Great leaders create more leaders. Be true to yourself. Never compromise your values for temporary success. Your authenticity is your greatest asset as a leader. When you lead by example, you inspire others to rise to their best selves. As a level 3 leader, your influence will extend beyond the court, creating a legacy that reflects the highest principles of character, discipline, and faith. Chapter 7, Mastering Mental Preparation. To become an elite athlete who consistently plays with a dog mentality on the court, you must focus on your mental preparation. By mastering this aspect, you will be better equipped to handle personal struggles that may impact your professional performance, specifically in your basketball career. To excel in mental preparation, there are several key elements to consider. One of the things we've already discussed in this book is the importance of studying film. Studying film is about watching what happened in the game. You're watching to see what could have happened and should have happened. Once you get used to watching film, you can evolve into a student during the film session. A student studying film will start to imagine alternatives, counters, options, in addition to the finite details of why some actions work and others don't work. Additionally, you need to become a historian of the game. This means not only watching your own games, but also regularly watching basketball in general and studying the history of the sport. A genuine historian of the game will be familiar with the top players in their position, as well as the roles and responsibilities of players in other positions on the court. The average basketball player may think they know the game just because they know who LeBron James or Anthony Edwards is. However, understanding basketball goes beyond just recognizing today's superstars. It's essential to study the legends of the past 10, 20, 30, or even 40 years. By examining the greats from each era, you will develop a more well-rounded basketball knowledge and higher basketball IQ. Having a strong basketball IQ is a top priority in your mental preparation. What better way to build this IQ than by studying the history of the sport and the players who have shaped it? Some players may not even know who invented basketball and how it began. Without understanding these fundamental aspects, it's challenging to form a deep connection with basketball, which is necessary to embody the dog mentality we've discussed. After you have studied the greats and how they moved and carried themselves, you will need to start the visualization process. By using visualization techniques and mindfulness, you can enhance your performance on game day. When you begin to visualize, you will need mental references to pull from. This emphasizes why being a student of the game is so important. You should take your favorite players and analyze their habits, mannerisms, demeanor, attitudes, routines, mentality, and work ethic during your visualization sessions. When you sit down to close your eyes and see yourself as the player you want to become, you should envision yourself adopting the same mannerisms and mentality as the best players you have observed, even if they don't play the same position. This process allows you to see yourself alongside the greatest of all time, helping you to cultivate an elite mindset. The mental picture you create of yourself will fuel your journey toward mastery. This visualization is your reality, something you've manifested in the unseen world. Now, you need to operate with faith and see yourself as that person in the physical world. These techniques can be transformative throughout your career and on game days. Understanding creative visualization. Creative visualization is a technique that transforms ideas into reality. It involves harnessing the power of your thoughts to bring unseen visions into existence. Mastering this technique allows you to take control of your thoughts, making it easier to program your subconscious mind. While there are various ways to influence your subconscious, visualization is one of the most effective methods. The following visualization meditation techniques will help you manifest, create, control, and manage your circumstances. Here are 5 techniques to help you create a new reality. These concepts can also be found in the Bible. Step 1. Relax. The journey to becoming an elite athlete begins with learning how to calm your body and focus your mind. Start by finding a quiet space where you feel comfortable, whether sitting or lying down. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. As you exhale, imagine the number 3 and let the tension in your muscles melt away, starting from your head down to your toes. Shift your attention to your breathing. Slowly inhale and exhale, following your breath as if it's traveling through the center of your forehead. Repeat this process, visualizing the numbers 2 and then 1 with each breath. As you do this, feel your body becoming completely relaxed and your mind open and ready to focus. This step helps you connect your mind and body, creating a calm space for building your vision and sharpening your mental clarity, key traits for peak athletic performance. Step 2. Ask. Now that you're relaxed, it's time to get clear on what you want to achieve. Ask yourself, what kind of athlete do I want to be? Be specific. Whether it's becoming a stronger player, making the varsity team, or earning a college scholarship, speak your goal into existence. Remember the words of Yahushua Jesus, ask and it will be given to you. Believe that your request isn't just wishful thinking, it's the foundation of your journey. What you ask for reveals the strength of your belief, and what you prepare for shows your commitment. Preparation is the ultimate sign of faith, so combine your vision with action to set the stage for success. Step 3. Imagine. Here's where the fun begins. Activate your imagination. Picture your goal as if it's already happening. See yourself dominating on the court or field, executing plays flawlessly, and celebrating your wins. Imagine every detail: the sound of cheering fans, the feel of the ball in your hands, and the satisfaction of victory. Your imagination is your most powerful tool. It turns dreams into mental highlight reels that your mind and body will work to recreate. The clearer and more vivid the picture, the stronger your drive will be. Step 4: feel. Emotions power your dreams. As you visualize your success, feel it as if it's real. What does it feel like to hit the game winning shot, set a new personal best, or get that offer from your dream school? Let those emotions, pride, joy, excitement, fill your heart. By connecting emotionally to your vision, you fuel your faith and confidence, creating a magnetic pull between you and your goals. As experts often say, success is intentional, and feeling your way there is part of the plan. Step 5: seek. Your final step is to take action and seek your purpose. Don't just dream about becoming an elite athlete, go after it. Set daily goals, practice with intention, and embrace opportunities to grow. Look for guidance in scriptures such as the promise in Matthew 7:7-8. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. As you align your actions with your vision, doors will begin to open. Challenges will arise, but persistence and faith will carry you through. I've seen these techniques help others, including myself. When I first used them, I turned my dream of running a basketball camp into reality, and they've since helped me graduate college and inspire others. Remember, there's no time limit on achieving your goals. You're in control of your journey, so relax, ask, imagine, feel, and seek. With consistency and faith, you'll not only become an elite athlete, but also a stronger, more focused version of yourself. These chapters focus on the core principles that embody the dog mentality in basketball.